Yeah, we're back, right in the coop. Derek and the main man, Frank's back again. Missed him, Derek?
He's alive.
You were lost. I seen it online, you were lost without me.
Did you watch it in the morning?
Aye, of course
Good
we did.
man.
All the boys.
Don't just take an interest in this now, isn't he?
No, just wanted to see who you going.
How was your break? With the crazy mob?
It was good. It was good fun.
What's the score?
You got pumped.
I we get beat, aye.
But you beat
Me
them.
and McCoy started, we were over 100 years of age between us. What a good start that was.
No, a lot of movement up top there, was there?
Two centre holding midfield players we were. 4 midfield players ran by us. Never get back.
They beat you at football, but you beat them at
golf.
Golf.
And drinking.
So it's 2-1.
And drink. We beat them at drinking.
I bet you behaved yourself, didn't you?
English can't. No. English can't drink. There's what hopeless.
Tell us about Andy Goram's shoes.
Terrible, the worst shoes I've ever seen in my life. You know the things you get for kids? Things so the rocky beaches and all that, so they don't hurt their feet. Get him.
I've seen them a year.
Where's on my suit, didn't
He had them unbelievable.
You had them a suit on?
Aye, he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. Everything.
Aye, some man, isn't he?
By the way, I thought your tan would be a bit. It's usually more tan.
It wasn't very sunny.
Was it on that?
Ah, feel
We
for
were
you.
sitting at the pool, Beats, Keg Beatty, burnt. Colin Henry, burnt. There's cloud everywhere.
Charlie Miller?
He was alright. He's a hardened boy, so he was alright.
He sits with a t-shirt on,
But the
didn't he?
two of them, unbelievable. It was like vests. No red, bright Colin Henry, bright red. Right, proper ginger.
What are you?
Nah, I'm alright. I'm a tan. I'm alright now.
You're looking a million, mate, I must say.
I know.
So are you, Derek.
Very good.
Right, you ready?
Right,
For the
yeah.
football? You want to just sack it off because the
Aye,
coupons.
just sack
It's his coupon.
No, worst could never.
But what a weekender. Football.
Oh, never mind the weekend.
never mind
Your
that.
coupons
It was
hopeless.
some of the
Listen,
goals. It was.
Can we
it
talk
was-
about last night? No.
Go for it. What do you want to say?
Far.
Oh,
It's the
well.
worst decision I've ever seen in my
It's a
life.
penalty, now.
But you
It's
knew.
not a penalty.
He's jumped.
You're the only football player in the world that think it was a penalty.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Did you think
can't
that was a
jump.
penalty?
Because that's why I never played football.
Right.
I never played.
Right, wait. Why do you jump? Why would you jump like that?
You've got
He
your
never jumped,
leverage.
he jumped his hands with his hand.
No,
He can't
he's-
jump.
he
He
can't
can't
Oh, you've
jump.
got him started. You've got me started
You
as
can't
well.
jump.
You need leverage.
Ferdinand, you've got to jump. You've got to move.
Aye.
You can't have your hands tied behind your back. That's just no.
I understand
no,
leverage if you're jumping for a header, but not
If
if
his
the
hand
defender
was up
shot.
there, he jumped. It was about that off the ground. It was a good bit off the ground, and his hand was there. It wasn't a
Also,
penalty.
some of the guys were speaking about it last night. When somebody's running at you, you need your arms out
course
for
you do.
balance.
I said
For
that, we talked
balance.
about it.
You can't play with your
Your
arms in
only the
there.
guy that shot clean for a
You're
penalty.
Solskjaer
winding
thought
him
he
up, aren't you?
Oh, he's going to see that, isn't he?
But happy that Man U went through now.
Oh, aye.
I'm delighted he went through, but it was never a
Brilliant.
penalty.
But it was no.
Never. See
Corner kick.
we Neymar's face, it was brilliant.
Brilliant, wasn't it?
That was great to see his wee rotten face.
What did you think of his clobber?
Huh?
His clobber. His gear.
Terrible. Right, it was cold.
Right, Scottish football. Hibs v Rangers Friday night. Disappointing results for both of them at the weekend. Were you surprised with Hibs' performance against Celtic?
A wee bit. I thought they would have had more of a go. I didn't see all the game. I just saw the highlights. But you know, under Heckingbottom, won few games. You know, but Celtic are a different animal. I've said it before. When it comes to the crunch, they tend to come up with the goods, and the goals were top draw. I mean, wee Forrest goal was brilliant. So it was. You know, he's facing what? There was 5 bodies he was facing, not Hibs players. It gets past 2 of them as they're nearly there, but it's a finish. It's top draw. And even Brown, Scott Brown's goal as well. Won it again. Where's that came from? But no, I was a surprise at the result. No, but I thought Hibs would have put up a wee bit more of a fight.
You'll not last long if you want to play at that Easter Road. Punters will not have him sitting in against teams at home, will they?
No. Can't do it when you're just leaving home, then you're going to have a go. I mean, the teams that have had a go at Celtic go close to getting a result. But you know they've got so many pillars that can hurt you. That's the biggest problem. But you're better going for it and see if you can, because the defence has not been playing well. So you're better going for it, try and score, because you know you're going to get one in.
Mark, the alarm bells were ringing out when I heard the team when they left Malin out of that side.
Aye.
Malin's, you know, not just dangerous for set plays. I mean, he can pick a pass out. He's one of the kind of, if you want to call him a flair player. You know, and as soon as he left him out, I thought, well, they're just going to sit in.
He never played Malin at Barnsley. He signed Malin and never played him at Barnsley.
I know that there's something there. Does he fancy him? No. That's what kind of worries me. Well, I tell you,
talisman of that team.
Right, well, Neil Lennon
signed
when Lennon signed him, and since he's been up here, Malin's been top draw,
I think so.
and he's a fixture in that under 21 side. Good player, Malin. So that's a slight worry for me. Sometimes you get that. Maybe he just doesn't, for whatever reason, doesn't fancy him. But I think he's a real good player.
You like Brown further forward the pitch? Scoring a goal, do you think
yeah.
that'll come, Lenny? You'll play him a bit further forward?
I think so. I think it's just that he's letting him go out and play. I mean, I think I mean, that's what Celtic's all about. When they're going forward, they just go and play. And Lenny's he's got legs around about him, so they can get back. So if he's caught it, he doesn't have to sit in there now. So he's finding that freedom and he's going and enjoying himself.
Yeah. Okay. What do you make of Rangers' performance against Aberdeen?
It was a battle, wasn't it?
It was good, wasn't it? Good old fashioned cup time.
As a purist, you want to see a good game of football. It wasn't that by the way, but I tell you what, fair play to Derek McInnes, because he knows how to go up against Rangers and Celtic. He plays a certain style. Is it pleasing on the eye? No. But is it effective? Yep. But then fair play to Gerrard in the second half. You know, obviously he's got them in at half time. Changed a few things and they showed more battling qualities, but it was really kind of it was one of the games you just didn't know what way it was going to go. I think Aberdeen edged it, they had the better chances, but it wasn't a great game to watch, but I knew that myself. I knew it wasn't going to be like that. It was just a pure battling performance for both sides.
Because you criticised Aberdeen, didn't you, the week before?
Is
that what the frustrating thing is?
Do you know something? A wee bit, but then I didn't want to take the performance away for Aki's.
They're always criticising Aberdeen because they should be doing better than what they're doing.
You say that a lot.
I was disappointed, and I thought it was like kind of they thought they just had to turn up that night against Aki's. You can't have that mentality. Derek McInnes got the reaction, but I didn't want to detract from Aki's because I thought Aki's were excellent on the night and played some good stuff. But I knew they would get that reaction, but I just think it'll be more of the same in the replay. But certainly Derek McInnes got the reaction that he needed.
How do you get that consistency, Frank, with Aberdeen?
I think you just, I don't know, the players, I mean, there's a couple of players left Celtic because maybe that's what, you know, like Gary Mackay-Stevens, what a wonderful player, but he doesn't do it week in, week out. And you've got to, when you're at the big clubs, you've just got to do it because of fans. And if Gary, what a talent he is. I mean, but he doesn't, you know, that's why he left Celtic. So players like him, you know, that's why they're not at the big clubs. I mean, I'm not saying Aberdeen, but you know what I mean. They're not they're not getting consistency at the big clubs because you've got to do it week in, week out.
Yeah. Hibs are at home to Rangers this week. Can you see them sitting in again, or do you think they'll change and have a go?
I think you need to learn lessons. So Rangers coming at home at Easter Road, I think they've got to have a go. Have they not fit for the fans? So I know that
they're not going to hit.
They want to cement top six, but I think lessons should be learned for the Celtic game. And guys like Mal, in my opinion, they should be in there. But certainly, that's you've got to. The onus is on you at home. Give the supporters a wee bit of what they want.
They're not going to accept it because they've had good football players. They've good football gagames for the last couple of years. Lennon's been there. He's letting them go and play, and they're not going to accept just somebody sitting in. They're not going to take that.
And they've got two good strikers in McNulty and Canberra. They must have been pulling their hair out. So if you were a striker,
if you've got Marlon, if you're not playing him, he's not
getting the service.
It's horrible. You know right away when he's not playing, they're going to sit in.
Frustrating. Crowd trouble. Going to talk about. Come to you because the empty bucket bottle got flung at Sinclair.
It was empty, wasn't it?
was the crowd trouble bad when you were playing? Doing West Ham,
we never really seen it. It never take much to do it. When you're on the park, that you knew there was trouble off the park. But it was never really in the stadium. You know, you never really got all that.
Just leathered each other outside it.
Aye, it was outside, which is fair enough. It's not to do with us. Do what they want, you know. But somebody come up. I mean, the worst was somebody come up with a great idea. When I was at West Ham, it was West Ham Millwall. Somebody come up with an idea to play it Monday night, Bank Holiday Monday. So there was riots in the streets. Now they're all absolute mortal, wouldn't they? They've been drinking all day. I mean, that was a good decision, wasn't it, for the government? Brilliant.
Did you play in the game?
I scored 2, it was alright.
Were you drinking all day as well?
I was there, it was good fun. I can't remember a lot about it.
What can we do to stop this? Because it's every week now, isn't it?
It's worrying, but that kind of...
It's getting worse,
it's getting worse. Elements starting to creep back in.
Yeah, actually dressed a wee bit like a...
There's things that's happening now that's no acceptable. Scotland, England, I mean the thing with Brendan Rodgers as well, with the house, that's not acceptable.
See, we can laugh about it, but it's not a laughing matter. I mean, that ball comes down for a height, you know, if that hits him in the head, I mean, that's serious damage.
I know.
So that,
and the coins throwing
I don't know if
to take your eye out, you know, it's horrible.
Mark, I was saying, I think it was to you last week, it seems to me it was like a place where people were coming to vent their hatred to the games. We don't want that. You want to come, enjoy the game, you know, sing the right songs, enjoy yourself. but we don't want this nonsense coming into the balls, the coins. You know, it's just that's what I feel that there's an element for a lot of supporters. We're not just talking about the big two that want to go there and voice their opinion and try and cause a rammy, cause trouble, because there was damage at grounds as well. There was damage at Easter Road, there was damage up at Pittodrie as well. I mean, get real. What's that all about?
It's not just the one club, it's a lot of clubs, and you don't want to see. I mean, I'm not saying it's the youngsters, but you've got to start that out. You've got we had all that in the 80s. You don't want it coming back in because it's no good. People want to take their families, you know, and it's no good.
That's it. There's young kids at the game as well watching that.
Aye, of course, and that's what's going to put people off.
You know.
And again, I think that maybe affected some of the attendances, and it will affect the attendances. But we've got to get it. But it's got to be a place you can go and enjoy yourself.
It's an entertainment.
But who gets hit?
That's what I always thought. That players,
it's the clubs get hit with this.
Supporters,
they're picking up the bum, aren't they? So they're actually costing their own club money. Are you daft? Do you think? Just go and support your team, voice your opinion, and try and do it the right way. But causing damage, throwing things, try to hurt people. Come on.
Strange people.
Me, Nicola Sturgeon, she's trying to throw her weight in. Unbelievable. She's saying she'll get. She's her weight. She's saying I'll get. The government will get involved. They've not done nothing right yet since she walked in. So I don't know what she's going to do.
Brian Machiavelli MP.
In politics.
Let's get it.
Do you know something? Do you know something? I'm going to go back to that because I think they should.
We're getting political.
What are they going to do? What can they do? I mean,
Educate.
I think the governing bodies in football should take to do with it. I mean, can't you just find the clubs? You know, you've got to say there's not enough stewarding, there's not enough this, whatever it is, you've got to look into it and say, look, was there enough stewarding there? No, and so the supporters have got to take responsibility and pick out the ones that did. Flint coins. I mean, the boys beside them don't want that. So if somebody finds a coin, pick them out.
But I've never seen you
An
get
education side is massive.
It's not just once, it's all the time now. And you've got to stop that because
That guy who's done you the world of good, by the way. You come back a new man. But you're bang on. You're bang on.
I think companies like Show Racism Red Card that I need to do more.
I know.
And that's why we need the funding. Because that's why we need the backing. We need more education, not just for us, for everybody concerned. Even guys like Macca getting into what you're probably going, well, where are you going with this? But we need guys like that to go in and talk, go into supporters clubs, talk sense and say to them, behave yourself. Go and listen. We're not saying don't go and have a drink and go and support and enjoy, but behave when you get there. Come on.
It's getting too bad now. It's really getting bad.
Spot on. Okay, another big game at the weekend for Aberdeen. Travel to Celtic Park. How encouraging will the draw against Rangers be for them going to Celtic Park?
No. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they'll go there and Celtic. You know, they've got a lot to prove themselves. They've got a lot to get over. Lenny's going to pick his team that he'll go and be. I think Celtic Park are too strong for anybody. To be honest with you, I mean, I think they'll go there and they'll get it. You know, they'll come down. They'll get a couple of goals.
Were you worried the first two games for Lenny Hearts and Hibs, or did you fancy them to get 2 wins?
It was a massive 2 games for him, wasn't it? It was brilliant for him to go back to Edinburgh and, you know, go back to Edinburgh. You just couldn't write a script for Lenny, could you? So he got through the 2. I don't think it'll be a problem with Aberdeen. I think they'll, it'll be a good game because Aberdeen's a good team, but it depends what Aberdeen turn up. That's the bottom line. And are they going to defend? Are they going to come down and defend?
They will.
Because they've got a game plan. They'll try and do the same as what they're going to do with Rangers.
Exactly.
And
will they change their team knowing that they've got Rangers in the next round of the cup as well?
I don't think so. I don't think that it'll change it. I don't think he'll change it. He very rarely does. You know, he'll go with strongest 11. They'll try and get a result.
If there's a little injury, he'll not play them. If there's anything, like he'll leave him for the Rangers game. But I think that's
the only change. Game plan,
of course.
So. Well, Aberdeen are no daft. Derek McInnes is no daft, obviously. If they go toe to toe with Celtic or a Rangers, you know, 9 times out of 10, I think you'd come off second best. So you've got to have that game plan, and that's what he's very good at, Derek McInnes. So if he can get a draw or something out, which I don't think they will, I think it's a difficult place to go because Celtic are flying again at the minute. But they'll put up a good fight.
I think the biggest problem they've got is when they get the ball, they've got to keep it. They've got to be brave on it. And not just get back to Celtic. That's a lot of teams that go to Celtic Park, when they get the ball, they get back too easy, and that's when they've got to be brave and keep the ball and keep it away from Celtic.
Just on Neil Lennon, were you happy with that appointment? Is that who you went for?
It's a bit tailor-made, isn't it? He's died in the wool Celtic man, so yeah, I think it's one of them. I thought it was between him and Stevie Clark, that was the two I would have picked. So I've got, he was there. Easy to pick. He was at a job.
The place will be rocking Saturday, won't it, for his homecoming?
Oh, aye, absolutely. But it's been seamless, isn't it?
Aye.
Nothing's changed. He's not trying to tinker with things too much. I just think at the back, I don't think he'll play as much football. I don't know. Aye. You know, I think he'll maybe kind of sort that kind of area, but no, he's just come in there.
He likes Lustig.
He's got the respect to the players anyway.
I know, but he likes Lustig, but he can't play Lustig all the time because he's not got legs now.
So you think Tollian's better?
Well, I think he's better going forward. So, you know, maybe in away games he'll play Lustig. At Celtic Park, I think he got the young legs will go bombing forward. I think if Lustig's got he's a good player. I mean, there's no doubt he's a good player. He's been a good player. But I just think he can't play every week, and he was playing a lot of games, and his legs were.
See when the news,
tell boys were running by him and that, wasn't he?
See when the news was coming, obviously that Brendan was away. I thought, and this is what I said to you last time, I thought championship race is back on. But within 6-7 hours, Neil Lennon's in place, and then you think, wow. And then I thought it was a huge game against Hearts, and then they've won 2 in the bounce, and it just looks as if it's like kind of the usual, innit? They just go about their business in the same manner.
Well, I asked Derek last week, so we'll get your take on it. Were you surprised when Rodgers left at that time of the season?
I was annoyed, yeah.
Were you annoyed?
I was annoyed, yeah. Of course I was annoyed because it's a massive immortality. Treble, 3, you know, to go 3 times to do that would be huge. And then everyone would have loved him, he could have went, done what he had to do. But the way he done it, and just some of the things he says, but listen, Celtic's a bigger club than any one guy, so people got him. It's like any player, they think they're bigger in the club, they're not. So, people get him. Lenny's in, so forget about it. I've got too much, and there's a lot of hatred there for him, but life's too short for me. I've got enough problems with me without worrying about that.
How long did it take you to write that banner?
I know.
Big John's not happy. Big John Hart's is not happy as well,
No. Listen,
that's what I said to you.
John's got no
Celtic
problem. I'm playing golf with John. I'll tell him
You need to calm him down.
I need to calm him down because his life's too short. It's done. You forgot about it.
But it was a language that you used, wasn't it? I'm a Celtic man, I'm here forever, and I love this place.
That reminds you of Mo Johnson, wasn't it? We Judas.
I mentioned Mo,
It's the only club I wanted
to... What changed his mind?
He went to Kansas, it was the only club I ever wanted to play for.
What changed his mind?
I think it was that wee Swiss bank account,
wasn't it? I think so, it was something to do with it.
Have you got one in there?
It was the only bank I ever wanted to join.
Chocolate bank I've got.
Right.
I've got one of these piggy banks.
Big derby at the weekend, Motherwell Hamilton. How many knockouts do you think in that game? That'll be fierce, won't it?
That's going to be a cracker because Brian Rice has got them playing really well, so he has. So Motherwell with the youngsters in the team, Hasty as well in a wide area playing really. I just think that's set up for a cracker. I'm not going to bet that game. I was hoping I was going to bet that game. I'm doing it Queen of the South. Championship against Championship, brilliant. So as you
never mind the Championship.
But when I'm talking about that, I love the Championship. It's no too tactical, but that's going to be a cracker because
that's because you played that. I played that.
I played the league below that as well. Don't worry about it.
I couldn't do that. No.
I love that. It didn't matter to me. It's a game of football.
Give me on celebrity games. What do
I play for the love of the game.
We need to take him at a Championship game.
I love a game.
Would you go?
But you got to pay me.
Would you come at Peterhead again before the end of the season?
Yeah, I'm there.
No,
joking, ain't you?
When we're playing it with Hampden at the end of the season, you come.
Come, is it that one?
No, here
Yeah. Gay atmosphere.
Get him a scarf.
I'll come. It's a Saturday, I'll come.
Right, okay.
Tell me when it is. You
play
play
it. I'm playing it.
I'll need to come. We'll come.
That's what he said.
We'll go after.
There you go.
We'll start while he's playing, we'll start.
Right, so what you said about the derby?
No, I just think it'll be an absolute cracker. So it will, because it means so much to Hamilton, doesn't it? Because they were wrote off again. People think they're going to struggle. They come up with that result against Aberdeen. So it's between obviously the three of them. St Mirren, your old side, right back in it as well, Mark. Dundee and Accies. So there'll be an edge to it. But Brian Rice is only going to play one way. We know that now. And I watched the Aberdeen game. They'll have a go. Will they leave themselves open at times? Of course they will. Can Motherwell exploit that? Yep. But But I think that's a game that could have.
You're a
goals in
Hamilton boy. The Accies fans enjoying this style of playing the brown rice?
Aye, well, there's no many of the Accies fans, isn't there? No, aye, which is a real shame. But we could speak about that another time. But aye, they're loving it. I just think under Martin, I think Martin will get a hard time. But you got to remember, most of the time when you look at it and you weigh up the opposition, sometimes you'll go to play a certain style. It's a breath of fresh air. Brian thinks, no, he's got a real belief in the players, and he believes that they can go toe to toe at times with certain teams. But he'll no sit in against Motherwell. No, he'll have a go. No. So it's going to make for a cracker.
And your old team, St Mirren, fighting chance again?
Fighting chance. They've done well. Every game's a cup final for them now, isn't it? That's the biggest one. I'm going in a couple of weeks when they're playing Celtic midweek. I'm going to that game, so been invited.
See the statue?
Been invited with Frank McGarvey. Can you believe that? Oh no, that'll be a good night, won't it?
Frank was
I
was with Frank a couple of weeks ago, and
he's nuts, isn't he?
Aye,
he is nuts. He's nuts. He is.
I thought it was bad.
He's worse than me.
Because he was asked, "What's your favourite side outside the UK?" And he said Liverpool.
I know.
And we were like, Frank outside the UK.
Aye, does he get it?
Brilliant, isn't he?
Does he get it?
He's some man.
Johnny doesn't get it.
Even when I laugh, the kitten. You ready?
This is a
Here we go. I've changed my mind 3 times already. I've changed my mind 3 times already. So come on this morning.
Right, Frank, you can go first.
Since I'm just back.
Motherwell versus Accies.
I'm going to go for a draw. There you are.
I can't believe you went for a draw.
Are you going for a draw?
Aye.
Oh, yeah.
I've had 2 each.
Aye, I'm going for a draw.
Okay. I might change that then.
Okay.
Celtic versus Aberdeen.
1-1 Celtic.
Okay. Dundee versus Hearts.
I'm going to go for Hearts to beat Dundee. There you are.
And St Mirren versus Kelly.
Draw.
Draw?
Aye. I fancy. I keep. Every time I go with St Mirren, they get beat. So I'm going for a draw.
Draw. Right, okay. Well, what's your thinking on the Hearts beating Dundee? Because Naismith now.
I know. I just think they're under pressure. The managers, the fans are getting in behind them with these 15 minutes without a goal. Fans are getting their back. I know what it's like at Dens. It's pretty hard, but Hearts, I think they'll go there and get a result. Yeah.
Okay. Right, Derek, Livingston versus St Johnstone.
I'm going to go with St Johnstone.
Livingston been poor for a while.
I know. Do you know? And I praised them up early on in the season. I think I was talking to you about it. You know, just as well they had that great start. So they've not had a result for a good while, just low in confidence. And I think with Tommy Wright and St Johnstone, I think are not a bad side. They've had a real tough run of fixtures, but I think they'll look at that as an opportunity to get back to winning ways.
Okay, Motherwell versus Accies.
I was going to go with the draw as well, but I'm going to go Motherwell. I think Motherwell might just edge it. It's because, and the reason being is I think, you know, it is a breath of fresh air under Brian Rice, but I think they just might leave themselves a little bit open. So I'm just going to go.
As long as you don't get a throw in.
But the young boys at Motherwell, they have breathed real new life into them. So the boy Turnbull, Hasty, Campbell. I really like watching the young boys do really well. So I'm just going to Motherwell to edge it.
Celtic versus Aberdeen.
I don't know where he was going there. Motherwell, right, what we want to?
Celtic Aberdeen.
Celtic Aberdeen. Right, again, it's going to be, I think that'll be quite tight, but again, just Celtic. Playing really well at the minute, and Derek McInnes will have a game plan, but I just still think Celtic have got a bit too much, so Celtic.
Okay, and finally Dundee versus Hearts.
I'm going to go with Hearts. I just think that physicality, I think set pieces, throw-ins, they don't mess about at times. Hearts, they get the ball forward. Dundee, for me, you know, again, they're fighting for their lives, but I just think Hearts will a wee bit too much, and that is a huge miss, Naismith.
Yeah.
Take him out on that side, it certainly weakens them.
You're talking about somebody that's up there challenging for Europe, say, and somebody challenging
they'll get the bit
for life. I think
teeth.
Hearts will be. You know, don't have to prove that they're not a one-man team. That's what they'll be trying to do. So that's why I'm going for them.
And are you going to be here next year, or are you running for government? No, next week, sorry.
next year. Lad. Is that the contract I'm getting?
This man spoke a lot of sense here.
Let's see a different side to me then.
No, that's right.
Councillor Machiavelli.
You look at these. By the way, I seen it last week. Andy McLaren, councillor. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Or councillor he is. Councillor